Xavier,
Alright, he's
we're gonna take care of that.
you're gonna take care of that, right? You're gonna have to.
Yeah. Okay. Backstage.
What?
Backstage.
I
My favorite is sound engineer, but today I was really
You like Lincoln Park?
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
far, but as long as you're not in double honors,
Yeah.
it's not worth it to go that far for double honors. If you want to do double honors, it's you might as well go to honors.
Well, I guess we better go backstage.
Great job with the streaming.
So we should get backstage properly.
The only thing is, if we're going to this week, for the next week,
We're extremely lucky. That's yeah. Oh well. You get what you get, and you don't know. Let's go backstage.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna sit here.
This one's
When you guys are sitting back here, I wonder if we can
get like another stool. But now we can't because they're hooked up in this way to be here. So, hey, Diego, go get Jesse. He's in the lunchroom. Okay. Nadia, I'm gonna make you do this. You see the D and the E? After they post the colors for color guard, they'll sit there with the drum roll, and they do the pledge. They do the pledge and then they post the colors, and then we sing the Stars Spangled Banner. Well, you press the E, just the E, which is just give me the E so that they can hear the Glee Club can hear their pitch. So I'll go like this. Now right there, one. Okay. Like maybe 2 times so they can hear it. Nice and loud so that they can hear it. Alright. It's mic 2. It's the mic 2 is the clip on and mic 2 is the that one. That's mic 3 and they're using two mics. And it's mic 2 and it's on the stage. It's on stage right now. You just have to press the button until it has mic.
Are they gonna start with the color
They're
guard?
gonna start with the. Do they start with the color guard or the procession? So they're gonna bring the people out and then color guard. So get the music for the procession ready.
Jesse, have a seat on the stool.
Okay, so we're gonna start the procession like in a few seconds. So if we can get the music ready.
Is the mic? The music is ready.
Music is
Let me
ready.
handle being stage manager.
Yeah.
Is the
The mic, if it's all in place for
Is
color
it-
guard.
mic? Does it say 2 or 1?
2.
It says 2. Okay.
It's
so
channel
we,
2.
We don't need mic 1.
It's 2.
Okay, so put down 1.
Is there a mic I can grab real quick?
Check the mic. Is it channel 2, the mic?
And then,
What?
Marcel, in place. Do you have your drumsticks? Okay. We're ready with the music. That's ready.
Is Ariana Reyes' mom here yet? Alright.
Very subtle mic check.
Switch the computers.
The live stream.
Yeah.
The live stream is on. Yeah, it's on. The live stream is on. It's picking up.
No, I thought
It's on there. Oh, so we have to have a good case.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ready?
We just need to move the water bottle, guys. Can this be somewhere else? Because even here. Why?
It's the camera.
Oh, that's the camera. Okay, make sure I didn't just mess it up. What about here? Because see, Cam's gonna be singing here. You know what I mean? There it goes.
But the thing is, then we won't be able to. The camera won't be able to since it's so small.
Can't do it from here.
That works.
Like that.
We'll just have
Oh, no,
to.
this way.
Yeah. Just have to move it from the singing. Yeah, that's fine.
That's the whole stage, right?
I'll have to come up anyway to like move the mouse so everything's on.
You want to change the settings?
Yeah, no. This is, I'm gonna record the whole thing. So it'll be live and safe.
Okay, honey, I did it to never, I think. Try it. I mean, you can still chat about this.
How about every time you want me to move it, just point at me? No, no.
We don't have that computer at all. We don't have the computer. What do you mean? We don't have it at all.
It has to stay right here because otherwise they're getting in the way. Take yeah, because they're going to be playing here, performing here. If you move it, then it'll be.
We also need to do
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, no, I'm right here. I give so many attention.
Ready? Is the ready play? Volume up.
So if I mess up, you get attention. If you mess up, you get attention. The camera's on, you get attention. Guard, attention! March on, march! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pause, boy, pause!
Oh, say, can you see why the dawn's early light was so proudly beheld at the twilight's last evening, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets not burned, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Good morning, families, teachers, honored guests, and graduates. It is with great pleasure that I welcome Philip Rogers, graduating class of 2016. I cannot believe that it's that time of year again. It seems like yesterday that we began the school year full of excitement and infinite possibilities. Every class is different. Every class is special. Every class has something that I remember them for. For this class, I will remember your dance of the fall. Near the end of the dance, we all gathered in the auditorium. Cameron sat at the piano, and you sang a song together. A song that you guys will remember and will always remind you of each other. At this point, I would like to take a break and let you sing that song to your families.
Glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day. War's won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, oh, glory, glory. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon. Formed against, yes, glory is tested. Every day, women and men become legends. Since they go against our skin, become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice, the just opposition in us. Justice for all, just ain't specific enough. One side died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us, persistent is us. That's why we're the sound of us. That's why we walk in Ferguson with our hands up. Money go down, we woman and man up. We say stay down, and we stand up. Shots be on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up. One day, glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day, and the war is won. We will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory. Now the war is not over, victory isn't won, and we'll fight on to the finish. When it's all done, we'll cry glory, oh, glory. Summer is now for every man, woman, and child. King Jesus rides around in front of a crowd. We march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we have gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads to heroes to become a hero. This is believe in justice, fire was the people. And the kids think of a king, the king hero. Some of face and Jim Crow under a bald eagle. No one can win a war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story called Victory. Coming on the Lord, my eyes are seeing glory. One day, glory comes, it'll be ours, it'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory.
When the war is won, when it's all said and done, we'll cry glory, oh glory.
As you will see throughout the ceremony, this class is very musical. Graduates, some of you I've known for months. Some of you I've known for 10 years. As you enter high school, to all of you I say, be strong, be kind, and work hard. Very soon you will be alumni of Rogers School. Please know that you are always welcome here. I am so proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2016. As a courtesy, please be mindful of those people sitting behind you, so be seated during these performances. Please, thank you.
Good morning, fellow graduates, teachers, friends, and family. I'm honored to announce the commencement of the 8th grade graduation. When we move our houses from right to left, our stories at Rogers shall reach their resolutions, which are actually prologues for our yet-to-be-written stories in high school and beyond. Each student here represents the unique journey of how our school has become a significant aspect in our lives, from learning to tie shoelaces to the very complicated algorithms or achieving lecture function. We've each had our share of varying experiences here, in which I believe I stand for all when I say that the common link between tying shoes and trigonometry is hard work and struggle. Each has their own perspective on things. For example, a diploma. Through many hours it may not be moving, but at an atomic level it is. This all depends on how you choose to pick the diploma. It's just like how you choose to pick our memories here at Rogers. Some say the teachers were too strict and unfair, while others think that part of the teachers were being hard on them, giving them a chance to learn. Take Newton's laws of motion into consideration. Newton's first law states that objects at rest tend to stay at rest, and objects in motion tend to stay in motion, unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. We're given this direct path of expectations as we grow older, and that unbalanced force, well, that's us. Our happiness and specific goals that we set for ourselves. They're the reason we're in motion with our lives, the reason we're still strive to be part of a better tomorrow. We've each become individuals, and figuring out that path didn't come easy. But that little force in our heads saying, hey, I might actually like math, well, that might just have created the yellow brick road. This here is a group of incredibly diverse people, and of course we don't all desire the same type of achievements, hence the variety of personalities. But we do present one heck of an ambitious class. Melanie's voice, Matina's acting, Matthew's slick beats, Faith's positive attitude. This is only naming a fraction of the amazing talent this class possesses of. I just can't wait to see the true potential our class holds in the coming years, and hopefully we will follow in the scope by a highly intellectual poet named Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Since first year, it's been really cool. Now 8th grade done, it's time for high school. At the end of the year, there's always tears. Despite our fears, high school's coming to you. We can hear some more. That's why I wrote this song. I this school I'll be gone, but soon will I be gone. Now it's not gonna be easy, but we can always do it. And it's not so cheesy, in high school never quit. That's true. We have more to do. we can all get through it. On this piece of Tuesday in high school never quit. Still standing right here. It's been real. Now we're done. It's time for high school.
Good morning, graduates, families, friends. 7 years ago, I walked onto the grounds of Rogers School for the very first time. Principal Jabari asked me to come and meet the teachers and the community members of Rogers School. The first person I was introduced to was Dr. James Roddy. That day was the first of many conversations I had with Dr. Roddy. He became a mentor of sorts and helped me grow as an educator, administrator, friend, father, and community advocate. Dr. Roddy exemplified traits of the scholar and civic leader. He worked tirelessly to ensure that all students at Rogers School received an outstanding education. Dr. Roddy was a medical doctor by practice in public health, and he was a community advocate. He was on the Rogers PTA, Friends of Rogers, and the local school council. Dr. Roddy continued giving and helping Rogers and the community even during his battle with cancer. Dr. Roddy has been an inspiration to many of us here at Rogers, and his devotion and dedication will forever be remembered. It is a great honor that I welcome Dr. Nano Yakub to the stage to present this year's James Roddy Scholarship Award. Please help me welcome Dr. Yakub.
Good morning, neighborhood of Rogers Elementary, where my 3 children came from here and graduated about 2 years ago. And I see among the audience about 3-4 kids that I delivered myself. I am very happy to see you graduate. As he mentioned, Dr. Roddy was actually an engineer, a doctor, had a PhD. He worked tirelessly for this community. As you see, our sound system is good. He put it all together. If you go to the library, you see computers. He got them all from somewhere, refurbished them, set them up. He tried very hard to get the AC system, but I think the Tuckpointing people won about 3 years ago. It's okay. For his award, I'm gathering things from the nominee, mentioning something about creating a leader from the follower. I think for me, to make our world a better place, I ask you, the graduates and the parents, maybe when you go out of here, 2 things to do. Number 1, respect people. Respect people who are older than you, younger than you, poorer than you, wealthier than you, smarter than you, maybe not as smart as you. Number 2, be kind. Mr. Barr mentioned kindness. I do believe if we do these 2 things, our world will be at a better place, and a lot of you will have satisfaction and personal enrichment in your life. For the nominee and the person who's receiving the award, I do wish the next 4 years bring in opportunities where you would learn, grow, give to the community, and enrich your life. I ask Jessica Rodriguez to come in and accept her award. Congratulations. May all your followers be leaders. smile on your face, and I'm right on with you. I guess the time in this school wasn't enough. I'm right on with you. And listen to myself, try to be stronger. I wouldn't be crying, but that is the case. My boy's getting my text, I still wish you were there. I miss you. I'm sorry that we have some eyes, that's what we can do. We've been together more than 8 years, now it's time to say goodbye. But it's fool that ain't gonna miss you. I've got some news for you, yeah, you're my best friend. See you walking down the hall with a smile on your face, and now I'll miss you. I guess the time in the school wasn't enough. I'll miss you. Listen to myself, if I was stronger, I wouldn't be crying, but that's the case. I'm overspending my chance, I'm to wish you the best, but I'll miss you. Now I know that we had a struggle to wake up in the morning. Try to please all the sister teachers. It's graduating and baby said, I'm feeling a fool. They ain't gonna miss you. Cause if I focus, I let you know. Ooh, I've got some wish for you. Yeah, you're to my best friend. See you walking down the hall with a smile on your face, and I'm like, I'll miss you. I guess the time in the school wasn't enough. I'm like, I'll miss you. And listen to myself, if I was stronger, I wouldn't be crying, but then the case. I'm overspending my chance, I'm to wish you the best, but I'll miss you. Now baby, 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 why'd you wanna me so bad? Oh, I tried to tell my mama, but she told me this is one for the grass. Yeah, she did. Why, baby, I wanna leave. See you walking down the hall with a smile on your face, and I'm like, I'll miss you. I guess the time in the school wasn't enough. I'm like, I'll miss you. And listen to myself, if I was stronger, I wouldn't be crying, but then again. I'm overspending my chance, not to wish you the best, but I'll miss you.
Good morning, parents, family, friends, and graduates of the class of 2016. It's my pleasure to announce those students graduating with honors. The AB Honor Roll is for students who have earned all A's and B's throughout 7th and 8th grades. Those students are Fernanda Abinaga, Gabriela Abinaga, Daisy Alanis, Giovanni El Buzzi, Jessica Elbouzi. Cameron Barnes. Keith Barrios. Jocelyn Chavez. Isamar Correa. Brianna Covington. Henry Bernados. Armand Hamat. Anthony Hernandez. Wes Hutcherson. Marine Khan. Supriya Kumar. Mia Lee. Michael Marcus. Matthew Wynn. Hikmat Oshigele. Sonia Shazad. Brandon Singh. One more big round of applause for the AP Honor Roll. Thank you, students. You may be seated. The principal's list is reserved for those students who have maintained an A grade point average throughout 7th and 8th grades. Those students are Zarafshan Bono, Faith Blanc, Samantha Hua, Naira Katoon, Belle Wynn, Vanessa Perez, Audrey Piemontesi, Jessica Rodriguez, Alexa Tan, and Camden Sansa. Congratulations, students.
Thank you, Mr. B. Good morning, everyone, and congratulations, graduates. I'm happy to announce the outstanding students for the class of 2016. The Outstanding Student Award is given to 2 students who have gone above and beyond expectations, using their time and talents to improve the Rogers School community. While it certainly was not easy selecting just 2 students from this class, we believe these 2 best exemplify the attributes that we look for. Always giving their best effort, respect towards everyone around them, and a positive attitude. During the past 2 years, they've proven themselves as leaders throughout their actions and behaviors, treating all members of the school staff and student body with dignity and respect. And they come to school every day with such optimism and cheerfulness that it spreads easily to all those around them. These 2 have been fully involved in a number of extracurricular activities during their time at Rogers Elementary. From participating in sports like basketball and soccer, performing in our school's musicals and talent shows, and leading our school's student government. And they're both very musically talented as well, as we have and will witness today. The recipients of this year's Outstanding Student Awards are Mr. Cameron Barnes, and Miss Faith Blanc.
can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep these dreams in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep this inside the pocket of your ribbons, jeans, holding us close until our eyes meet. You will never be alone. I will be your home. Friendship can heal. Friendship can mend the soul. And it's the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that every piece of you is the only thing we're exciting us with to go. We keep these dreams in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep this inside the pocket of your ribs, jeans, holding us close until our eyes meet. You will never be alone. And if you leave me, well, that's okay, but it will be worse. Deep inside your cages, you can hold me. I won't ever let you go. I will be your home. 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 You can keep this inside the necklace you got when you were 14. Next to your heart, be where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. And if you leave, well, that's okay, but the only words leave inside these cages. You just hold me. I won't ever let you go. And I know I will remember how you missed me back at the school doors where we once meet, holding you closer than before. I will be your home.
Here with us today to help us celebrate our graduation is Dr. Paloma Vargas, a first-generation American who is living in our community of Rogers Park. She was the first person in her family of Mexican descent to acquire a graduate-level education. Dr. Vargas attended New York's University School of Medicine, where she received her master's degree and doctoral training in microbiology. Dr. Vargas then decided to follow her love of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education, also known as STEM, to Northeastern Illinois University. and began working directly with college students to help them navigate education and sciences. Currently, Dr. Vargas is the science coordinator at Northeastern Illinois University Center for College Access and Success, where she leads initiatives and partnerships in STEM education, which approximately help 22,000 CPS students. It is with honor that I ask Dr. Paloma Vargas to join me on stage. Let's give her a round of applause.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning. All right. So that was awesome. I want to thank the parents, the teachers, the principals for being here. How about we give them a round of applause? I'm really honored to be here. This is something that as you go through school, you're never going to be able to do something like this, and it's a real honor to be here. I want to thank Ms. Jabari, Ms. Schwartz, Ms. Hiltz for inviting me to speak with you today. As I was looking around earlier, I was so impressed with you guys. You sang two of my favorite songs, Glory and Gloria. It's really, really nice to see all of those shiny, bright faces out here in the crowd. You guys think you're ready for the next step? I see some yeses, I see some waving of the hands. That's okay. But before we move forward, I think Vanessa did a great introduction, but I wanted to tell you a little bit more about myself. I think I was invited to speak here with you today because I'm a scientist. I study bacteria and I study parasites. I study things like malaria. Anybody heard of malaria? Scary to see. I've also studied things like engineer's disease, right? Not so well known, but still equally important. I also really like to teach science, and I've taught and created science materials for all levels of students. So I've created materials for students that are your age. I've taught students that were in high school. I was a high school chemistry teacher for a couple of years. And I've also taught at community colleges, at universities, and at medical schools. And I've been to a ton of graduations. And I can say this is so far my favorite. You guys are awesome. Something that I wanted to convey to you guys was how much I love what I do and how important it is to find what you're passionate about. I love science. You want to talk to somebody about science all day long, and you just want to nerd out with somebody, what I really like to do is to solve puzzles. And I think that's what science helps you do, right? You solve these puzzles. And part of teaching science is that you get to help people like you figure out their own puzzles. Why are you so excited about something? What's important to you about music? Is it the notes? Is it the rhythm? What's going on there that gets you super excited about it? That's science. That's figuring out that puzzle. So, I know I may not look to you guys like a scientist, right? So what do the scientists look like? I think we have this stereotypical conception of a scientist having crazy hair like Einstein. We all wear lab coats. We all walk around with pocket protectors. We all wear glasses. I got one, right? I'm also a woman, and I'm a Latina. There aren't that many of us that are in science. And that's something that's really important to talk about. I want to talk about the diversity of the science community. You may not know, but there are many, many folks of all different heights, sexual identities, gender identities, sexual orientations, religions. Some of them are immigrants. Some of them have been in this country for a long period of time. And it's really important that we have these representatives of many groups all throughout within science. And it's important in real life, right? Can you imagine, just for a second, a world in which there was only one opinion and one scientist? What about your classes? What if you only were allowed to have one opinion? Would that be a good thing? No. So can you imagine that we get very far with our scientific discoveries if we only had one opinion? Do you think we get very far? Probably not. It's just as important to have varying opinions and to be tolerant of opinions of others and to be kind to each other. So Mr. Barr spoke of kindness earlier. So it's really important that we're kind to each other when we express varying opinions in science, as it is in the rest of the world. Diversity means that lots of different people work together. New ideas are richer and reflect a combination of perspectives so that we can all grow and learn from each other. I think we've started to do that here at Rogers. Now, I'm using scientists as examples, but it's just as important to know and be comfortable with diversity, whether you want to become a teacher, a police officer, a homemaker, a mathematician, or a musician. I wrote this before I knew that you were also musically inclined, so I'm really glad I put musician in there. I really think it's important to say that although I'm not a scientist now, I was not always one, and I almost didn't get the chance to be one. I grew up on the Texas-Mexico border. I grew up in El Paso, Texas. Has anybody heard of that place? Yes. I love it when people say you've heard of it, because then it doesn't make you feel so small. I'm a child of immigrants. I'm the first in my family to go to school in the U.S., and that was really scary. I struggled in middle school. Maybe I wasn't interested, maybe I didn't understand it. I'm not really sure what was going on. And I think as I look back, I still can't figure it out. But if you were to ask my 8th grade teachers whether one day I'd be a scientist, they would have said no. And it's not that I'm just guessing. I know this because when I was about to finish my PhD, I flew back to El Paso from New York City and I ran into my 8th grade orchestra teacher. And she asked, "What are you doing now?" Right? As all of your teachers will ask when they run into you in the grocery store. They'll say, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm finishing my PhD." And her response was, "Wow, I didn't even think you were going to go to college." Now, she wasn't being mean, so let me just put that out there. She wasn't being mean. The reason she said this was because I nearly failed 8th grade. I struggled. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was failing everything from orchestra all the way to math. So earlier, one of the young ladies that was up here was speaking about trigonometry. Trigonometry frightened me to death. It was scary, I didn't know how to do it, and I nearly failed. But if it wasn't for my 7th grade science teacher, who pulled me aside and said, "Paloma, you need to get your act together. Why are you failing 8th grade?" I was failing every class, every single class. She pulled me aside and said, "What are you doing? Is this how you want to lead your life?" She pulled me aside in tutoring and she told me one very important thing: never be afraid to ask for help. Never. So I asked for help. And I passed 8th grade. I didn't barely by the skin of my teeth, but I passed. Now, I was really hesitant to tell you all of this because, I'm the speaker, right? I'm supposed to be super successful and awesome. And I should just be awesome all. That's what you're supposed to. I'm all awesome all the time. But I thought quite a bit about what you'd like to hear, and I kept coming back to the fact that you probably wanted to hear the truth. Right? As you sit here today, you are about to start a journey into a much bigger world. And it's likely that some of you guys are excited, as you said earlier. Some of you probably couldn't care less or you haven't thought about it. And others of you may be scared or anxious, even if you don't say it out loud. So as you move on to your high school career, all these feelings will continue to come up over and over again. And that's okay. You'll succeed and you will fail. Everybody fails. It's not just you. It's not just me. Failure is often used as a bad word. I want to challenge you today to think of this word differently. Failure is not a bad word. Failure does not define you, just how merely failing the 8th grade doesn't define me. It is what you learn from this experience that will say who you really are. Do not let these failures define you, who you will be in 10, 20, or 30 years. Challenge yourself to move past any of those failures you may have and work harder than you've done before. Set new goals for yourself. Push yourself to excel. And if you struggled here at Rogers, know that your step into high school opens up new possibilities, and that your experiences so far will not be your experiences forever. Know that you can change those experiences, you can change your opinions, and you can contribute to the diversity of the world as quietly or as loudly as you're comfortable. Know that you can challenge the world and expect better of all of us, every single one of us, your teachers, your parents, your peers, your brothers, your sisters, everybody. Know that you can do all of this, whether you're a scientist like me, a housekeeper, an activist, or a business owner. And anytime you feel doubt, just an inkling of doubt, remember that there have been kids out there who nearly failed the 8th grade, decided to do better, moved forward, and defied expectations to become a scientist. Congratulations, class of 26.
How's it look? Good?
I need my chair. I don't have a chair.
Mr. Zari, he's putting in space for a lot of people, so I think that's going down.
I can just stand with you in just a second. I can stand. No, they're getting your chair. Word, please. Oh, this is your cord? This is that cord? Okay.
This chair is broken.
was 7 years old, Mama told me, make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, I became someone who was braver. Never rich, so we were out to make us stay figure. Once I was 11 years old, Daddy told me, make yourself some friends when you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old.
As once was sung by the great Adele, we would like to greet you all with a very powerful and inspiring hello.
If only there was a song that started with good morning, but good is not even a word remotely large enough to describe this day, because today,
We have finally accomplished something we dreamed about forever, graduating.
for every school night and weekend spent on countless hours of studying
Doing homework,
and hanging out with our friends that we have known for ages,
we finally get to say that we survived 8th grade together.
this Rogers family started as one from such a young age, and we are now graduating as one.
If Forrest Gump was here, he'd say something like, we was like peas and carrots.
That's those right there.
I first came to this school and started the first chapter of my life when I was in kindergarten. It all just seemed extremely daunting because I was in a large school with many strangers that just so happened to be the same age and size as me. And that was very creepy. Don't talk to strangers, my parents and the people from television would constantly tell me. And although television had an extremely strong impact on me as a child, I seemed to forget every lesson taught on PBS Kids, even after I binge watched it for countless hours. As a kid, I didn't know much, so I talked to those strangers anyways. But these strangers I talked to in kindergarten, like Alex Lopez, Faith Duong, Vanessa Perez, and Jocelyn Chavez, have now become some of my best friends that I definitely won't forget.
I remember when I was in first grade, and it was right before winter break. We all went into the classroom this one day, sat together, and watched a movie as we shared our popcorn and cookies, like a family. And although we don't get to do that very often anymore, we still get to have those moments. Over the course of 8 years, we have all gone through some rather difficult times. I myself have gone through these times as well. What I'm trying to say is that even though these things occur, whether it is family drama or the passing of another, there will always be people to support us here at school, and many of them are sitting in the audience today. That is what's so great about this school and this graduating class.
Though I am sad to admit this, we are all going to be going down different paths after today. We will be entering our first year of high school in a couple of months, and it will seem extremely intimidating.
New school, new environment, and new beginnings for all of us.
And although it may seem daunting, like our very first day of preschool or kindergarten, just know that it comes with a lot more rewards.
New friends, new teachers, and whole new experiences, just the beginning of the list.
We will go on so many adventures that we never thought we'd go on, and have so much fun along the way.
We will all be the Dora and Boots of our own world as we continue to push further and further beyond our limits. Of course, there will be tough times.
Dora and Boots always had Swiper getting in their way, but they got through it.
It said, Swiper, no swiping, and you go away.
Now, obviously, we can't tell our high school teachers no grading, but just like Dora and Boots, we will find a way to persevere through our own obstacles and eventually succeed.
After today, we will have completed 8 chapters in our lives, and we are nowhere near finished with our storybooks. This is merely the beginning of our lives.
We are now embarking on a very exciting,
At times bumpy,
but a very adventurous journey called life. And graduates, we both wish you all the very best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Now, we would like Vanessa Perez and her friends to come up to the stage. Before we continue with our ceremony, I would like to have Mrs. Jabari, Mr. Schwartz, and Ms. Hill to join me on stage with my friends. class of 2016 would like to thank our principal, Mrs. Jabari, and our assistant principals, Mr. Schwartz and Ms. Jabari and Ms. Eltz, for all of their support, encouragement, and kindness. It was your guidance that shaped us into who we are today. On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present to you these gifts as a token of our gratitude. Thank
And now for the conferring of diplomas. Although these words will probably go unnoticed, please hold all applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. With the first row, please rise and approach the stage. Fernanda Aguinaga. Gabriela Aguinaga. Fatima Al-Hasnawi. Daisy Alanis. Giovanni Alguzi. Jessica Alguzi.
Good job, Jess.
Fadi Aliakoda. Gilmar Alvarez. Ulises Arellano. Zarabshan Banu. Juan Barajas. Cameron Barnes. Keith Barrios.
Real thing, Lance.
Giovanni Camarillo. Johnny Carmona. Raimundo Arnaya. Bradley Cervantes. Jocelyn Chavez. Isamar Correa. Brianna Covington. Faith Wong. Emily Garcia. Zaira Gonzalez. Henry Granados.
My son!
Sarah Harvey. Arman Hamad. Anthony Hernandez. Alexis Erejon. Samantha Hua. Juan Huerta. Les Hutcherson. Ethan Adarius. Myrna Padal. Anshi Kaur. Marie Ha. Kumar Ha. Naira Khatun. Supriya Kumar. Mia Lee. Alejandro Lopez. Isaac Makasa. Isaiah Maldonado. Michael Marcus. Melanie Morales. Kevin Munoz. Belle Wynn. Matthew Wynn. Ryan Wynn. Joseph Oniso. Hikmat Oshi Delen. Israel Owibo. Yatsiri Haas. Jacqueline Perez Arejon. Vanessa Perez. Audrey Pimonte. Ariana Reyes. Jessica Rodriguez. Serena Sambo. Sonia Shazad. Giovanni Silva Perez. Anthony Silva. Brandon Singh. Jalen Siddles. Nimra Sohail. Andres Laseca. Alexa Khan. Tamding Songsa.
Can you take photos of these?
Naima Fudi. Eduardo Villegas. Brian Yarat. Saron Johannes. John Buchanan. Alexander Zacharias. Fardeen Zaman. Sani Punsang.
Graduates, please rise and face the audience. Graduates, now it's time to move your tassels from the right to the left. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Philip Rogers Elementary graduating class of 2016.
Yes.